Noise for Cassie Morgan.
I'm Cassie. I just have one question. Tim, how do you know what exhibitionist is and you don't know what tunnel means? So yesterday I was told that I was the sexiest midget alive. And alive is crazy because it makes me wonder, who did I inherit this title from? Like, is there some like colonial midget that you would want to be fucking? Or like, it's like, the shorter the petticoat, the sexier the girl. Or like, is there some like ancient Egyptian midget that you're like into? Like, you know, you see a row of like normal sized pyramids, and then you see this little fucking pyramid that's for the sexy ass midget, and there's sexy ass midget belongings, and it's like, that's Cleopatra's second beast twice removed, and it's like, honey, you can't take that title with you to the afterlife, it's fine now, so, it's like the closest thing that I've ever come to winning like a beauty pageant. I beat out 6 garden gnomes and a guy who claims he's 5'2" on Tinder, or Tim. I mean, it's okay, Tim. We love you. Yeah. So I don't know if this is actually a compliment or like a Pornhub category. It's actually the nicest thing that anyone has ever said to me. And you can tell that by how my dating life is going. The bar is pretty low, but so am I, so. And people don't realize like how uncool I actually am. I was talking to an old coworker the other day, and I was telling him about how a server that we used to work with had offered me Molly, and his friend butts in and was like, "Did you take it? Have you ever done Molly?" And he was legitimately shocked that I had said no, that I had never tried Molly. And this is like me telling him that I had never tried ranch dressing before. And I'm like, what part of you makes you think that I know a guy named Spider? Yeah, he was like, sir, you know, I was like, look at me, I literally have the energy of somebody who reminds the teacher who forgot to collect the homework at the end of the class. I look like I still need a permission slip to go on field trips. What part of you makes you think that I do recreational drugs? So, you know, naturally I looked at him and was like, no, I've never done Molly, I do fucking fentanyl like a fucking professional. Yeah, I've never been cool enough to do drugs before. The first time I ever bought weed was in high school, and I actually asked the guy if he took checks. It was like I was buying Girl Scout cookies or like buying a crock pot dinner from a church fundraiser. I was literally one follow-up question away from asking if he took financing. I'm going way too fast for my notes. So like, what makes you think that I've ever done Molly? The fact that you looked at me and said this tiny woman definitely parties is probably one of the best compliments that I've ever gotten. And to piggyback on how uncool I actually am, I recently got stopped at a DUI checkpoint recently going to a friend's house late at night after work. And the cop walks up to me, shines his little flashlight in my car, and was like, yeah, man, you're good, move along. Didn't check my license, didn't check my insurance, didn't even ask me where I was going. He was just like, looked at me in the same way as like you see your elementary school teacher at Target buying cat food, and you're like, yeah, it's like, this lady ain't doing anything fun. But little did he know that I was on the way to do an irresponsible amount of weed and tell my best friend's dog that he was a good boy for 45 minutes. I think this is the first time that I've actually been racially profiled, which is crazy because I'm like a melting pot of ethnicities. My grandma, when I was growing up, was really into like Ancestry.com, and she like spent my whole childhood researching all this probably useless stuff that we're related to. And I came to find out that I'm actually like Irish, German, Italian. I've got some Brazilian in me, and I also have Japanese ancestors because like my grandpa was a hoarder, so there's that. But I didn't inherit any of the good genes. I inherited all the bad genes. I got the genes where it makes you look like you lost a fight to a flashlight. Like, I don't tan at all. I just turn different shades of emergency. Yeah, if you go to my house, you probably would think that you would see a family portrait, and it would be like 3 potatoes in a trench coat. I look like I came out of a clearance bin at a Manny's outlet store. But I was like, really the only ethnicity that I don't have in me is black, but I had that in me last night, so y'all, bases covered.